This week's video is sponsored by RetailMeNot.com. There's a company working on technology that can manipulate density to change the size of stuff. In the lab, we see a presentation and it looks like the organization is on the cusp of something great, except most of the test subjects keep popping and having to be cleaned off the floor. In the right hands, I could see this tech being a warm light for all mankind, but you could tell the evil program director has other things in mind. Later on, the evil dude is having a drink of wine with one of the board members from the company, and together, they talk about how they hate the main scientist guy in the movie. Honestly, I think if a man talks about another man while the man ain't present, a man don't listen. But it doesn't matter because the evil guy hates the scientist guy for no reason. And it sucks because he's probably the solution to all his problems, since the scientist guy is the only person to ever successfully shrink a human test subject. To reward him for his miracle, he's granted no say-so whatsoever in the company operations. With the whole revenge, business politics, corruption, and greed themes in the first 5 minutes, you forget you're watching a Disney movie for a second, but you're reminded later on when the family-friendly element starts creeping in there. There's some heartfelt moments like when the dude who works at the junk food joint wants more out of life and you can't help but root for the guy. The tearjerker scene comes right around that part too, and your eyes get watery when the man gives his kid a bunny toy, and even though the bunny looks creepy as hell, the kid loves it anyway because it came from his or her daddy. The tone of the movie makes a sharp right at the part where it becomes a heist film about a quarter into the runtime. One of the characters breaks into a building and steals the shrinking technology. Wackiness ensues, and we learn that changing size has its pros but a whole lot of cons. Biggest cons includes the impossibility to stay on beat no matter what type of music the DJ's playing. And yeah, property insurance covers fires, theft, and some water damage, but with the companies that reimburse you when the damage was caused by somebody changing sizes, I heard they charge you a fee if you pay your monthly bills by phone. But anyway, the guy that changes sizes, the scientist, and the scientist's kid join forces and break into the lab. When they get to the lab, surprisingly, the villain saw it coming from a mile away and he's waiting right there for them like, aha! It doesn't even matter though, because they wiped the database and now the research won't run the risk of getting into the wrong hands.
The database has been erased. Our entire experiment gone.
There was a threat. Data backup completely erased.
Later on when the action picks up, one of the guys turned big in a random family's backyard and everybody's like, run for your lives. Meanwhile, 2 cops are pursuing the fully loaded van from the heist part, but it's cool because the 2 characters in the van get to get away without a speeding ticket or anything. Then, at the part where the evil guy grabs the scientist kid and the guy who changes sizes gets taken into custody, you get the feeling it's about to get real. And you're absolutely right, because it gets real when the evil program director gets into a helicopter, and at first, it looks like he's shooting at the guy for no reason, but there's a little bit of method to his madness though. See, I don't think it's a good idea for the bad guys or the good guys to be experimenting with this stuff. During the scene where they character developed the scientist's wife, he even tells you how dangerous it is.
But this was never meant to do anything like this. Too little power and you'll grow too slowly like Adam, and too much power.
After a climactic ending where the main dude plays with the toy car, and trust me, it's way more exciting than it sounds. The bad guys defeated and never heard from again, barring any future storylines in prequels, sequels, or equals. At the end, the scientist walks in on his kid first basing the person he hired earlier in the movie, so it's true money can't buy you love, but false when your parents are the one that wrote the check. Those are 24.
Hey, Couch, you mind if I butt in?
I mean, usually I don't mind, but we're almost done here.
Couch, it was a rhetorical question. You sort of mentioned it between reason 6 and 7, but never counted the fact that both of these movies are owned by Disney. Secondly, judging from the background scenery and Wikipedia page, both the scientists live in California. Third, boy, it really sucks to get typecast. He's delinquent again? That's the same bad guy who played the bad guy in that one DC series. He was Joker's thug in The Dark Knight, and he was Lex Luthor in Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman. I'm surprised PETA didn't protest this movie. Even though one is fake and the other is real, it's never a good idea to use animal test subjects. Not cool. Both movies use a fully loaded van during the heist mission. And last but not least, both movies have a scene where the scientist punks out and lets his wife risk her life for character development. I mean, save the world. 6 was the most I could come up with. I would have had way more if you just listened to your subscribers and compared Ant-Man to Iron Man. Why didn't you just compare it to Iron Man, bro? They're so much alike.
I already compared Iron Man to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles already. I only do reruns in life or death situations. But anyways, how about a round of applause for Mr. Jon Bailey? For those of you who don't know, Jon Bailey, aka Movie Voice of Honest Trailers, is arguably the hardest working man on YouTube. When he's not giving you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth for trailers on Tuesday afternoons, you can find him on his own personal channel providing epic voice reviews where he does entertainment news and reviews, showing off impressions with imitation gaming, voice acting tips, and original shorts and parodies. If you like the voice, trust me, you'll love the channel. Just being honest.
Pun intended.
Click the link and go check him out and tell him I sent you. This is your wallet after Black Friday. This is your wallet after Cyber Monday. By the time you get the Christmas and or your religious holiday preference, less money, more problems, my friend. Unlike superhero origin stories, I kinda got family members to worry about. And I'm pretty sure you guys got the same issues. That's why it's important you never, ever miss a deal. Retail Me Now understands you have enough problems to worry about during the holidays, so they give you a chance to get the best deals for the items on your shopping list. When you download the free mobile app, you get access to thousands of coupons from over 50 stores like Walmart, Target, and Best Buy to name a few. You save 60% off. Side note, that's the same grade I got in Spanish class.
I was muy guapo.
Get a text invite to download the free Retail Me Now app like right now on your phone. Just text the keyword couch to 42767 or click the link in the description. Rack up on tons of savings just in time for the holidays by redeeming coupons from your Apple and Android devices by showing the coupons at checkout for instant savings. Message and data rates may apply. For terms and privacy, visit retailmenot.com. Download Retail Me Not today. You got 99 problems, but a deal ain't one.
Best elevator music I've ever heard.